right, what is up, my fellow questers and gamers and painters? We are here to do the other Lesser Dragon. I did the first Lesser Dragon on Sunday night stream. I didn't quite get him done, and he's still not quite done. I haven't had a chance to come back down here. Our kids are not wanting to go to bed and sleep the way that they have in the past, so I still have some detailing to do on this guy for sure. Gohan is here. He already has a bunch of Luke sneezing emotes in there. He said, "The void, it stares into my soul." No paint bloopers tonight, hopefully. Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm wearing a nightgown. I had a dress on earlier that I was going to wear down here, and I was like, I learned my lesson. I ain't doing that again. So I'm just wearing just a nightgown. So that way, if I get paint on this, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If we have another paint explosion, because that's happened to me twice now, nightgowns is the way to go, man. So that, or old shirts or something. So that way, it does not matter if this gets paint on it. So tonight, like I said, we are working on the other Lesser Dragon. And this one is going to be pink and green. I'm super excited, super stoked about it. So if you are new here and you like what you see, we are here every night. So give us a follow, give us a subscribe if you want, because we are here every night of the week. So Monday and Tuesdays and Friday and Saturdays is my husband Luke streaming Hero Quest, playing the game Hero Quest on our 3D board over there. And then on Sundays and Wednesdays, I am here, my lovely face is here to paint all of the miniatures that are going to be in the Hero Quest game eventually. And Gohan says yes, he's excited about this one because he was the one that inspired this color palette that I'm doing tonight. I also have posted, if nobody has seen it yet, in our Discord, which is highlighted in our chat, I'm pretty sure, is the next dice bag. So tonight, at the end of tonight, I'm going to reveal which one won. And last I looked, and it was earlier today, it was a while ago, red was winning, but pink was right behind it. So we have a pink bag, a red bag, and a blue bag that's going to determine what the next thing is I'm going to be painting after these Lesser Dragons. And so there was 4 votes for red, 3 votes for pink, and 1 vote for blue. So I think blue is out of the running. It's going to be between the red and the pink. And so if you haven't gone in there and voted and you're part of our Discord, get in there and make sure you put your vote in. And if you have voted, thank you. And if it ends up being tied, then I guess I will have to be the tiebreaker for that. So I guess I'll get the music started, and without further ado, let's get into painting this Lesser Dragon that we got in our inventory for tonight. Okay, we have an ad starting, so hopefully that won't be too much of a bother for you guys. Switch over to my paint camera here. Luke says, "What did I forget? I was looking at something else and didn't hear what she said. Haha." I was talking about the dice bags, but I think Luke voted. I think, didn't you? Pretty sure Luke voted on that. Okay, so we are doing this. I got a color palette kind of laid out here. I'm not sure. So this is the one that I did on Sunday, and I still have a lot of detail work to do on him. He's mostly finished, but I got a lot of detail work to do, and then the base to do on this guy. I still have all the paints laid out over here from this guy, and this guy's horns and like the spikes on his wings and stuff, I chose a gold and like a coppery bronze color. And oh, Gohan said the Discord link. Oh, that's right. Okay, so the Discord link is in there now if you want to get in there and vote on a dice bag that I'm going to reveal at the end of the, I almost said lesson, the end of the stream today. So, I think for this guy's horns and his like claws and his spikes and stuff, I'm going to do like silver, and then this talons bronze color I think will look good with those, with the color palette I've chosen for tonight. And I am having a hot flash, pardon me. I need the fan here. All right, welcome back. The ad break should be over by now. Hopefully it's over. If not, then it should be about any second now. I'm going to get a fresh paper towel real quick. So this guy is already primed. He's already dry brushed. It's just a matter of getting into painting him. So thank you all for joining me. And let's get started, shall we? I'll put on my owl glasses. Whoop! Haha. Turn on my light so I can see what I'm doing. So on Sunday, I started with this guy's, like the back of his neck here. And I think I'm going to start with this one's head because I wasn't sure what I was going to do the head color for this guy. But I think I know for this one what head color I want to use. So it's going to be this dark blackish green gray. It's called Burnt Moss color for that. I'm going to start with his head and start to go down his neck. I'm going to try to kind of replicate what I did with this one. So I'm going to keep him here. And then we'll just kind of go down. Might switch these ones around here. Like this, maybe. Well, no, that looks a little bit lighter than that. Okay, so maybe just keep it like I originally had it. Okay, I'm still figuring this out. Pardon me. Okay, so let's start with this. And so far, I thought that the that Skullmar was the one I had used the most paints on so far. And with these dragons, these definitely, like half of my paints are missing off of this my paint shelf here behind me. So hopefully no more paint explosions. Fingers crossed, because that was a mess. All right, get started here. On his head, that's what we're going to do first. Make sure that you guys are all lined up here. Okay. Gotta be careful because he's got like these something around his eyebrow as well. I've been itching to get down here and paint, but like I said, our boys have just not wanted to really settle down and go to sleep. And so I haven't been able to get back down here because normally I'll come down here and paint and stuff while Luke is streaming. But I haven't been able to do that the last couple of days because we've been having, our youngest was having some growing pains, I think, the other day, and his legs were hurting and his stomach was hurting. So he was not able to go to sleep very well, and then he didn't stay asleep, and it was just a whole thing where he was up pretty much the whole night with a little reprieve in the middle of the night where he slept for a couple of hours, but that was it. So we're pretty sleep deprived, but that's nothing new. We're usually sleep deprived here. It's pretty normal for us. Just a little bit. Oh, you there's here. Said Silly Dragon needs painting. Yes. Well, we are working on that. We will get it at least hopefully as far as the other one I got done for the most part, and then detail work. Can't decide if I want to do detail work on camera or if I guess it just depends on how the schedule works out as to whether or not I just do the detail work on my own or if I do it on the stream. So we'll figure it out. Ah, Dr. Funna is here. He says, hey guys, how are we doing? We're doing good. How are you? Go ahead and says, parents are always sleep deprived. Yep. Yep. That is the truth. Dr. Footnote says, I'm doing good, just busy exploding my forearms right now. Uh-oh. At least it's not paint. You could be exploding paint. I do not recommend that. 10 out of 10, would not recommend. Unless you have old clothes on that you don't care about ruining. That one I painted, yeah. Okay. I painted it up until... Dr. Ferdinand says, aka I'm lifting because I have the opposite problem that America is known for, aka I'm skinny and can't put on weight. Wish I had that problem. Well, you keep working at it. Still haven't glued this, the metal that's the magnet that's on the bottom of this. So sometimes when I go to turn it and stuff, my it tries to pull off of the base, and it's just a mess when that happens. Okay. So then with the other dragon, I went about how many down? 1, 2, 3. 3 down, so 1, 2, and 3 here. This thing is so awkward. Okay, so then the next color is Forest Sprite. It's a yellowish green color. You there said it got bigger, and Dr. Fun had said, like, I have eaten 10,000 calories a day for a month straight, and I gained a whole 2 pounds. Oh my God, I wish I had that problem. Okay, let's put, oops, there is some dried up paint in the lid here. Throw that away. Okay. Alright, let's see how, oops. I'm just knocking everything over. Instead of everything exploding, I'm just knocking everything over. Hugh there says, I have that problem too. I lost 10, what's KGS? I don't know what that is. That kilograms? Is that how you say it? Is that what that is? In what feels like overnight. I'm no good at measurements. Okay. Sure. And 22 gigawatts. Okay, it is kilograms. Okay, Dr. Fenna says kilograms. You there says that's okay. Most Americans seem to struggle with it. Yes, I'm one of them for sure. I liked the transition already. Dr. Funnett said, cranberry grinding soda. Yes. KG, yes, indeed. Okay, and then that's going to go into algae green. Just going to put all these colors out here so I don't have to stop. You there, but I think it's a, oh, it's an LOL thing. Okay. I was like, I can't really see what that is. I swear I need glasses. Okay, we're gonna go into algae green, which is a light olive green, and then this desolate brown, which is an olive color. I don't know why it's called desolate brown when it's an olive color, but we're going with it. It's fine. Okay. So then that'll mix together. Through here. Dr. Brendan says, you probably have glasses, it's just that they're in your cabinet. You just use them as drinking containers, LOL. AKA cups. Yeah, that is true. I see what you did there. Okay. I think that was a pretty good transition. Okay. Yes. Okay, and then let's see. I need this color because the spikes on the wings here are gonna be, or not the spikes, but the cartilage or whatever it is on the wings is also gonna be this color. Oh. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so this actually needs to do a motion right here. Forgot about that I did that on the wings. You there said, okay, so 10 kgs is about 22 pounds. Wow. Excuse me. Ah, Zuli's here. It says, hello, people, I'm here. You there says, replying for the point farming. And then Zuli says, just got back from showering, later be hopping off again to eat. All right. And then Dr. Fernandez said, hi, here. Well, I'm glad you could join me. In case you guys were not here at the beginning, I know some of you weren't, make sure you guys go into the Discord, if you're part of our Discord, and vote on your dice bag, which one that you want to see unveiled tonight after the stream is over. Zuli said, please go easy on me. You there says, never. Julie says hello to Dr. Funnut, and you is there. You there is here, and Dr. Funnut said, well, when me shows up, I'll go easy on him. However, you here, so never. A little shaky tonight. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm not normally shaky. My hands are just a little wobbly tonight. Zilly said, man, you people owe so much humor to you there and Dr. Funnut. And then Dr. Funnut says, most people say I lack it. Zilly says, nah, you rage better, final, you rage baiter, final boss. Okay, and then I did the dark color up around the top. Okay. Dr. Fernandez says, I'll take it. It's better than the attempted name someone gave me when they learned I troll a little. Oh no. A little bit more of this color. I'm afraid. Okay. Okay, they replaced. Okay, hang on. They replaced the word rage with the word master without putting two and two together. Add what my name is, and it gets turned into something else. Uh-oh. I'll just leave you all to think about that. And say it in your head. Alright. Let's put this other wing. Ah. You there says that's just a fisherman. 1 in 26 is here. He said, says, do these things come with instructions for how to paint them, or is it always just go for it? That is a good question. So with some of the miniatures, if they have a card, I will try to paint it like generally similar to what's on the card, unless Luke requests a specific color palette. But like these dragons do not have a card, so I'm just winging it. It's a just go for it when I don't have a card to go by. Then I just I ask for opinions like in our Discord, what everybody thinks, and then other than that, I kind of just wing it. Dr. Funnut said, LMFAO, I am just going to roll with it. Just roll with the punches. Yeah, so unless I have a specific color palette in mind, but 126 is currently on a 3-stream streak and said yoink. All right, awesome. That's awesome. We definitely appreciate you being here. Dr. Funa says, 1 in 26 yoinked me. It was a good-natured yoink. Dr. Funa, 1 in 26, that's some imagination you have there. Thank you. It's not always easy, for sure, trying to think of color palettes when I don't have anything to go by, but I'm kind of enjoying having input from the chat and from the Discord of what other people think too, because if I can get ideas that way from other people, then I can put something together by other people's recommendations, which is nice. The one that I did on Sunday was a recommendation from Julie, and then this one is from Gohan. this pink and green theme here is going to be something that Gohan suggested when I was painting. What was I painting when we were talking about this? What did I paint before this? Was it the Yetis? I don't remember now. Can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago. I don't know why I thought I'd be able to remember that. We had a couple of other suggestions in the Discord as well, but I think that the color palette I'm doing for these is going to work better with these dragons, and the other color palettes that were suggested will be better for the other couple of dragons that we have that are going to need painting. Julie said, yeah, pink and green would look beautiful. No, Chaos Warlocks, that's right. It was Chaos Warlocks. Yep. You're right. Yep. Thank you. I did not remember that even a little bit. I remember that now that you said that. We have an ad happening. Hopefully that won't be too annoying or long for you guys. Oh yeah, you there said make sure to blow your nose. We paid for the Prime content. Yeah, blowing nose before it's too late. Never mind, it's too late. Alright, I'll get you guys on the next one. I'll give you a double. Put the emote of Luke blowing his nose. Okay. Okay. Now, I might need your guys' help because I was thinking about this before the stream started. And for this guy, for the black and red and orange dragon, I have 3 different things going on with this guy. So we had the dark red, like down the neck and into the bright red of the tail. We had the orange, yellow, and red on the wings, and then the yellow on the tail. But on the inside here, I chose orange for the arms and for the legs. It's like oranges. And so I only have 2 different things for this guy. And so I thought, you know, the green, obviously, for the main like outline of the palette there. And then the pink is going to be on the chest, but I need something for the arms and the legs. So I'm trying to figure out what colors to choose that will go with this, that also will go with like this bronze color and the silver color I'm going to do for the horns and the spikes and stuff. So for the arms and legs, I need another color that's going to go with these colors. I was thinking maybe a purple, because purple goes with pink and green, but I am not dead set on that. So I'm just wondering, what do you guys think as far as like the scales on the arms and the legs? What colors would go good with this pink and green combo that we're going to have going on here? I'm curious what your guys' opinions are on that. Let me know what you think. Alright, so now I missed one of the heads pieces here. It's supposed to be green. Alright, stay on there. Because I think purple has potential. A warm fog color. Okay, so like some grays maybe? Like that kind of thing? Maybe some different gray shades? Or maybe even a black into a gray? Like down the arms? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I could see that with the... Yeah. Yeah, with the silver and with the pink and green. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I'm going to go with that. Thank you. I didn't even think of gray. That's a fantastic idea, I think. Alright, so let's do chest. So, I'm going to start with these. I got these colors here set out for the chest down to the inner tail. Move these back here now that I've used those. And we're going to go with the pinks now. Okay. Let me think how I want these arranged. I definitely want the strong pink up top because it's the darkest. Then we have a yellowish, light purplish red, and a light pink. I think, oh, excuse me. I think we're going to go this way because I want his tail on the inside to be a little darker at the tip of the tail. And so I think we're going to go yeah. This palette here. Pardon me. I had an itchy throat. Alright, so we're starting with something called Purple Alchemy, which is a strong pink. Stand. Don't fall down. Okay. So we'll do this color. Put this off of here. Gotta love that when that happens. Okay. And then we'll move into this light purplish red color. Be our second color down the chest. Okay. Then we'll do this aged hide, which is a pale yellowish pink. Okay. And a lot of these I've never used before. Carmine Dragon is a brilliant pinkish red. Azuli says, I bet the color would come beautiful together. Can't wait. Yes, I'm excited about it. I'm so excited about this. I think it's going to be so cool. When we're all said and done here. Okay. Alright. Let's start at the base of the neck here with this purple alchemy color. Now, did I do... Okay, no, it's just the neck. That other piece goes to down the arms. So I'm going to try to make sure I hold this in a way you guys can see what I'm doing, but it's really difficult up under the chin area here for me to really be able to show the camera what I'm doing. But it is going to come down. How far down did I go with the other color? Okay, about 4 down. So then we're going to move into the Goddess Glow color. That color went down to basically the base of the tail. So the whole chest. Okay, and then we're going to move down into the Aged Hide, which is a pale yellowish pink color. This is going to be really hard to see up in this area. Then that's going to go into the Carmine Dragon color, which is, whoo, that is bright. Yep, I knew it would be. I'm going to try to get underneath this tail as best I can. Might have to take it off of the to get underneath there. Alright. Pardon me while I grab my piece and put that back on there. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull this off. a little bit so I can see the underside of this tail real quick. I didn't have to do this for the other guy. And then I'm going to mix that a little bit better. Down on the base there. Also that back onto the base as well. I need to super glue that back up in there. Okay. So then I was in this olive color. Oops. Alright. And then he's going to have a lighter pink thing on his chest the way that the other dragon has, like a red, orange, and yellow thing. It's going to be like greenish, pinkish. Whatever that is. Which I'm going to put some design around, like some wash, to try to give it a little bit more detail. Okay. And I also have like this really light pink that I'm going to use to detail stuff as well with. But that's his chest area there. We love details. Yes, I agree. Okay. And again, it looks more red on there, but it's definitely pink. Camera never does it justice. Okay, so now I'm going to pick out some colors for the arms, which I want black. And then, let's see, what other colors do I have here? I got this blackish blue gray. And then, let's see, this is bluish gray. I'm just getting out the colors I have to see what I got going on here. Here's just regular gray, black, whoops, gray. This is a light gray. Greenish gray, which I think that's appropriate. So maybe black, greenish gray, gray, light gray. And then maybe grayish white. So let's see what these ones look like. Come on, work with me. Okay. So now I need to put these colors in here, and there's 5 of these ones. So, oh, you know what? Okay, I need to do the feet up to the knees real quick. And that's going to be the same, this color palette right here, the greens that I'm using. Zuli says, it's like I'm doing art class together. I'm literally drawing while you're painting. This is fun. Awesome. I want to see all the drawings. Maybe we should do like a, is there a way to do a combined, like a collaboration kind of thing? Is that a thing? Because that would be cool. Where's my greens? Okay. So I don't need this one, but I need this. No. I heard a noise over here just now. Don't know what that was. Okay. So I need, actually there's plenty of this one, but I'm going to need this, the light olive, and then a little more of just the regular olive color to do the feet. Or no, I will need that. Hang on a second. Burnt moss was his head. Why do I have 5? I didn't end up using this one, did I? Okay, well, I'll put it back. Alright. Yeah, because I definitely only have 4 here. Alright, that's fine. Ooh. Ugh. Alright. Julie said she's going to hop off to eat now. Enjoy, everyone. I'll be back soon. Alright, awesome. Can't wait till you're back. I'm going to get a new paper towel now that I've soiled that one. I've already been doing this for an hour, and I'm not sure how that happened. Excuse me. Alright, so the feet going to be the same color, starting as the same color as the head, with this grayish, greenish, whatever color this is. It's a blackish green gray color. All the way around the foot. That's it. Not easy to do when I can't see what I'm doing, but it's good. We got it. Oops. Did the wrong olive. And I can't show you guys what I'm doing because even I'm having a hard time seeing what I'm doing. That's always fun. 126 says, is that temporary glued to that stick? No, there's actually, this is something that I bought off of Amazon. And later on I can find a link and post it if you are interested. It is actually, this one broke, so I'm going to have to fix it. But it's actually, there's a magnet. This has a magnet on it. On both sides, and the bases both have these magnet plates on the bottom of them, and that allows me to stick the mini to it And I'm going to be ordering another set of them, actually, because it came with 7 different plates. And I definitely would like to have another set of them for sure. But like here, that's the plate there, and then they're stuck. And then the miniatures are actually stuck on these with like sticky tack. And then it just comes off and sticks on there. 126 says, I can't afford that right now. If I don't end up back on disability, I expect to be homeless. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope things turn around for you. Uh, 126 said, magnets are fun. Yes, I've got people that want to help. I'm just refusing until I'm desperate. I was on disability for years, but my wife started making too much. Then she lost her job last year. Ugh. Takes a year to a year and a half to get back on. That's why I'm working on the books. I hate being on the government dollar. It sucks. Yeah. Well, never be I know that you probably feel bad accepting help, but never turn that down if people are willing to help you, because it's, in a way it can be like they're just helping you until to make it easier for you to be able to do it on your own, because I understand that things are, and I understand not wanting to, unless you're desperate, not wanting to accept help and stuff too, but sometimes you just need a helping hand to help you through some difficult times and stuff. And I feel like if people are offering, it's different than you just like begging, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. So, I, definitely accept that help if people are offering to help you, just to make it easier for you to be able to then be able to help yourself as well. Try to figure things out, But I get it. I understand as well. I think I'm sure this kind of goes up underneath his butt here. So, go ahead and get the back of the leg as well. Didn't even realize that. Oh boy. 126, yes, yeah, but I'm not going to get help just yet. We blew through my wife's retirement, and now I'm sitting on tax returns, basically. At least I'm not feeding my little girl's ex-boyfriend anymore. Well, yeah. Ha ha ha, that boy ate the same amount as me twice over. At least you can look at that motto and know what it is. That is true. 126 says, no ads, I shall lurk. That stinking ad bot. Stay on there. Alright, I'm going to redo my sticky tack on this real quick before we move on, because it's becoming a hassle. And I need to make it re-sticky. Maybe. I'm going to try to do that. Plating on this. And I don't know where you guys are all at, or what your weather has been, wherever you guys are all at. But man, today, it was so hot today. You walked outside and it was like walking into a vat of soup. It was terrible outside today. I mean, it just, thank God for air conditioning, because I would not make it. I'd melt into a puddle. I am not somebody who enjoys summertime, and I wish it could be winter just all the time. I like the cold. And I like being down here because it's always cool down here, which is nice. Alright, let's see if that works for a little while. How that does for us. Okay. So now we're on the legs and arms. So now I'm going to move to the... You there says, I'm the opposite. I hate the cold. Most people do. Luke definitely hates the cold. 100% hates the cold. I am not someone who... I just can't handle the heat. It's not that I hate the heat. I just can't handle the heat. The second it's too hot, my whole body tries to shut down. And I am not somebody who handles the heat even a little bit well. Unless I'm in the pool somewhere, I want to be inside when it is hot outside. Because I can't, oh, it just zaps my energy, and I get real weak and just, oh, I do not enjoy myself at all when it's too hot outside. Luke used to be able to, Luke says, I've been forced to live in a glacier. Yeah, I definitely always have the air on, even as far into the year as I can possibly stand to have the air on is... And even in the wintertime, I run the air conditioner for half the winter in our room because I like it to be really cold when I sleep. Because I especially hate it when I'm trying to sleep. So it's like, if I can't sleep, then that's not good for anybody, especially me. I really wish I could quit knocking this guy over. Because every time I knock him over, I knock everything around me over too. Gosh darn it. Alright, okay. Nope, that's not what we wanted. Here. Stop that. Okay. Alright! That wasn't a paint explosion, but I almost just dropped that all over everything. Which, it wasn't an explosion, but it was close. Alright, let's start up here. Oh, that just did not work even a little bit. Okay, so we're starting with the black. Up here around the neck. guess I missed some of the. That's an olive. Okay. Oh, I'm wrong. It's the. I think the burnt moss. Just mix it together right here. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And a little bit of the black. Alright. Now we'll start mixing in this. What color is this? Mummified grime is what this is called. It's going to come down on the shoulder area. Back of the arm, which is really difficult to see. We're going to go into just gray. Hello? Oh. It's the discard. Okay, this color. And then on to this color for the hand. Oops, almost with the wrong color there. Wish this hand wasn't so close to the wing. It's really difficult to see what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to do a couple of coats with this one, I think, on the hand. Okay. And now I'm gonna use the modified gray to go up on this side now. Just a underscale over here. Underarm scale. To the gray. Grayish color here. Wonder now if I shouldn't have reversed this, made the hands black and the lighter color up at top. I'm thinking now that's what I should have done. Yeah, I really wish I would have done that. Maybe I could switch the black and the gray, the light gray. Because I think that the claws obviously are going to show up better in silver if the hands are black. And this gray will stand out more up at the top where that dark green is. Might have to look into just switching them, which I think I can do with not too many issues. I think should be able to. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that either, but I just think it would look better. Okay, and then this would be the same way, so it needs to be darker at the top or the bottom. If we did light to dark, I think that would look good. So if we start with the light down here by the green, gonna try to mix it as best we can with the green, and then move up the way with it. And darker gray. Darker gray. I need to add some more of this mummified grind to here. Yep. Oh. Justin says, "Hi, Justin's here. Hello, Justin." And you there, in regards to Luke saying he'd been forced to live in a glacier, says, "That sounds dreadful." Justin says, "I'm supposed to be asleep, but headache." Oh, yeah. Sorry to hear about that. I feel like everybody is having some sort of issue tonight. Everybody's just falling apart. Alright, we're just going to run all the way down to the corner here. I think that's a little bit better. I don't know. I'm debating on whether or not just to keep the hands the light color. Because the second coat covered them better, I think. Okay, so I think the next thing I want to move on to is the spikes. As soon as I fix that, I didn't paint enough underneath this eye over here. Let's get a little bit more of that. Just a tiny bit. Don't need much. Let's not paint high enough here. What about on this side? It was a little better, but still missed a little bit here. There we go. And around the mouth too. Man. I'm just missing all kinds of stuff. Here we go. That looks a little better. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to do the spikes. And again, I've chosen the Talos. It's Talos bronze is what it's called. And then trying to decide which silver I want. If I want the bright silver, or do I want a darker silver? I feel like the bright silver would look best with the green. But I don't think I want this one. That one's kind of like a blue silver. So either broadsword or polished silver. Broadsword's a little bit darker. What do you guys think? I'm going to move all of these. Now I'm done with that palette. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. Alright, let's get this Talon bronze, which will look good, I think, because it's kind of like a pinkish color. So I think it matches. And then, I guess it's supposed to be kind of bright. I'll do the brighter silver. Bright silver. Okay. So, we'll start with the little horns here. Which kind of just, it's pretty runny. So it just kind of ran down onto the horn. Let's see if we can fix that really quick. And we did for the most part. Okay. I'll have to clean up around the horns. Well, that's fine. Alright. Oh, I almost forgot that. I did forget. Not almost forgot. Alright, I have the drop seeds. I'm knocking everything over. Pardon me for 1 second while I grab the one I just, kind of chucked on the floor there. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, and that is this one. There, like that. I didn't need that much. That was kind of dumb. I forgot to paint up here around this spike. It's this darker color. Got to do that on both of them, actually. Got our ad starting soon. Okay. Well, that just doesn't want to stay on there even a little bit. I wonder if I flip this over. Nope. Okay, impromptu change out here. Hang on just a minute. I'm going to change this guy and switch with him. So that way this guy will stay on the platform that I need him to stay on. This is happening during the ad, so it's fine. Because I know that this one will stay the way it's supposed to. stuck in there. I had some super glue at one point, but it got dried out and then it doesn't work anymore. So there, that's better. Better. Okay, back. Okay, where'd he go? All right, what else did I paint? All right, the face will be this color. The face spikes. This is going to be very difficult getting behind here. Okay. Good, good, good. Just a little bit on his arm. Just going to be gray. Right there. Ah, Zuli says, hello, beautiful people. I'm back. Hello. I'm glad you are back. That. Okay. Okay, and then it was the knee. Just a little bit of the okay. What was I doing? Oh, the spikes, that's right. My mind completely blanked out on me just there. It likes to do that. Man, I painted the fingernails and stuff that color too. Okay. Oh, 1 in 26 says, woo, hold up there now. I'm not beautiful, whatever that is. Sully says, I do apologize for what I said. I think we're all beautiful people, as Marilyn Manson once said. One in 26 says my wife might get jealous or some such. And then I think he ripped that song off from some 60s band. Yeah, he probably did. Okay, so now I think I'm going to let, oh, I missed just a little spot here on the elbow. Let that dry. And then Julie says, oh, apologies to your wife. Tell her what I meant by beautiful people. It definitely refers to the ladies only. I'm a girl's girl. Okay, and then I think that's all as far as color. I'm gonna have to go over some stuff where that bled through, but that's okay. And then now I need the silver for the big horns. Oh. Gohan says, I'm a princess. 1 in 26 said, I've had enough guys hit on me too. What is it with that? I'm an old fart now. I thought they would stop. Zuli said, too, I'm a princess. Said, I was a girl in the village doing all right, and I became a princess overnight. 1 in 26 says, you didn't jump out of a bamboo shoot, did you, Zuli? And she said, I can't stop laughing. Gohan said, how old is the fart? 1 in 26 said, 46. uh 1 in 26 says, I was a girl once, then that X chromosome thing hit me. Billy said, oh, you'll never know. And Gohan said, I can't be a girl. I could be a girl every night if I wanna, but unfortunately I'm a man. Billy said, dang, sorry about being 46, I guess. 1 in 26 said, I'm a darling man, but very rude. Zuli said, reference from Kevin Hart. Oh. 126 said, I wonder if I made people itch too. I'll have to ask the next person I upset. Go ahead and said, make them itch. Now I'm worried. 1 in 26 said, I'm married to a woman, but I just had a guy hit on me last month. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go back over some of the stuff that was just a little too thin. Ah! I don't want it to be thin. Darn it. Oh. Okay. Okay, hang on a second. I got behind here. 126 said he said I excited him when I yelled him out. What? Chili said, what the? And then Gohan said, some people just have no sense. And Julie said, how much riz you got for another man to hit on you? 126 said, I do look like a bear, I guess. Maybe that's it. Gohan said, I used to use the quote, if we didn't have pennied, we'd have no sense. And now we are running out of pennies. 126 says, curly, dirty blonde hair, beard, belly. Julie said they might like that, I guess. And 126 said, not my bag. I've got enough headache with 3 ladies in the house and a schizophrenic brother. Oh, man. Yeah, so you got your hands full. Okay, I think I'm gonna attempt to fix up here. Oh boy, we have another thread going here. Let's see. Julie said, ha ha ha, girl dad. Oh, what's schizophrenic? I apologize for asking, but curious. 126 said it's when they start bugging each other and I have to step in to break it out. My brother hears voices, talks to himself, the TV, thinks he is a god, then married to Satan, then, well, you get the idea. Zuli said, gotcha, you definitely got your hands full. 126 says, right now he keeps finding Jeffrey Epstein in YouTube videos. I guess it's better than we are all balls of light, maybe. He'll find something else to get attached to in a month or two. Zuli said, so he be chilling a bit. And 126 said, I've been a stay-at-home dad all these years, so I'm really good at ignoring things. Oh, man. You definitely got your hands full, for sure. And then I need this spray right here to fix my fingers. 126 says, the menopause wife, though, there have been days when she wants to kill him. And then again, she's been threatening to kill me our whole marriage. Oh no. Zuli says, man, that's rough, buddy. Reference for Avatar: The Last Airbender. Says, I never got to watch the cartoon. The movie sucked, and I hear bad things about Netflix. And Zuli said, Atla, is that how you say that, is a really great show, but the movies are Luke says, the original show is really good. Oh, I forgot to do his eyebrows. Forgot all about his little eyebrows he's got going on here. Zuli says, yeah, I agree. 126 said, didn't they do a spin-off with a girl? That all came out when I was way too busy with diapers, I think. Luke says, yes, and it was also good. And 126 said, it was a long days of door, door, door. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. Needed this. Oh, for about the details. Alright, I need some white for the teeth. Bony spikes for the win. See? Dropsies again. 126 bleeding hell pain. Well, I made it 2 hours, and Zuli said, thank God I'm a Gen Z. Still get those references. Oh, 126 I'll catch you. Happy few later. Yes. Luke said, my oldest and I both got COVID when Savannah was in the hospital having our youngest. When we were sick, we binge watched both shows. 126 says, Henry the, is that, V is 5, right? Yeah. Right? Yeah, because X is 10, so Henry the 5th reference. And then Luke says, see you. Yes, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here with us and hanging out with us. And when these are all done, I'll make sure to post pictures in the chat once all the detailing and stuff is done on them. I'll definitely make sure to get all of that. What time is it? All right, it's 2 o'clock. Oh, buddy. Okay. Gotta fix the tooth area that I just... Okay, that's pretty good. Zuli says 2 o'clock. It's 1 p.m. here. Yep, it's 2 o'clock in the morning here. Alright, so I'm going to work on these wings now. I think I'm going to do... So this dark pink, the Carmine Dragon pink, I think I want to do... Let me think about this for a second. Peel that off of there. Okay, so as far as... I think I'm going to do these three. So I'm kind of going to do what I did on this side. Or on this guy with the wings. Julie says, I don't know how you guys managed to stay till this hour. Luke says, always totally blows my mind. Gohan said, it's 2 a.m. Do you know where your ad breaks are? Yes. As Julie says, definitely such a mind blown every time. And Luke says, me neither, about how we do this. I don't know how we managed to do this either. I'm kind of a night owl, so it's not unusual for me to stay up late. Julie says, not gonna lie, I don't know why, but there's no ad breaks for me in my country. Well, that's cool. I wish that was how it was. Like, we have it right now, but that's because Justin Pollitt was able to put that in there for us. Got some silver up on this. Not sure how I managed that, but let's fix it. We gonna fix it today. All right, so now, since how these are dry, yep. Just gonna peel those off and replace them on here. Go ahead and say good old us, good old US of A and its capitalism. We getting pink up in here. Go ahead and said, see, there it is. Julie says, oh, nah, speaking of ads, there you go. And Luke says, right on cue. All right. Forgot what I was doing. Oh my gosh. Julie said for me to blow my nose. Luke says, since I can't be there in person, I'll send this in my stead. And it's a bunch of the emotes of him blowing his nose. I'm rolling, all the nose blowing on the ground. Not again, a massive earthquake just happened again. Luke said, no tissues were harmed in the making of this gift. Julie says, too many blowing noses. And oh man, I forgot. Julie says, justice for the poor tissue for experiencing a massive blowing nose from Luke. Luke said, my brain was definitely harmed in the making of that gift, though. It took way longer than I thought it would. Grant said, you'll be okay. It was worth it in the end. He said, that's for true. Yes. Okay. The other side now. Wait a second here. I realize I missed a bunch of the green on here. Luke says, if tissues were sentient, would they like having noses blown into them, or would they be super uncomfortable? Would we have to start a tissues rights movement? That's something to think about. Not at 2 o'clock in the morning, mind you, but... Julie said, imagine we have tissue rights. That would be hilarious. Luke says, this is definitely the next best-selling young adult book series. Somebody write this immediately. It's like Twilight, but with tissues. Rolling Stone. I'd definitely read it. Better. Alright. It's like Twilight, but with tissues. God. I don't remember when that happened. Whoop. Green paint all over my finger there. Not sure what I touched that made that happen, but it's fine. Oops. That's alright. Oh, we had a spam detected. That was deleted. Oh Lord. Luke says the twist ending of the first book, I come along like a dumb big-nosed ogre having no idea that the tissues are sent to blow my nose and kill the main character's love interest. Oh my god. Julie said, oh, what both of those said. That's definitely a plot worth writing. Oh god. That is horrifying. Can we call it blown away? Julie said, that's definitely a plot worth writing, and they said Shakespeare's dead. Wait, can Savannah see what are the... No, I can't see what the spam... It just said spam detected, and it was deleted by a moderator. She said, good one, blown away. We got mom jokes now. That's right. Like, you dads all have your fun, but we also have our mom jokes here. Okay. Oh, I need this color. Because it's going to go over top of this back here. Oh, got a lot of pink on the down here. He is a spider pig. I don't know why that popped in my head all of a sudden. Trisha thoughts kick in with the singing, yes. Philly said, I'm currently watching the stream while reading. That caught me off guard. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. A little bit of green. Right there. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Miss just a little bit. Here. Here. Okay, it's almost 2:30. Okay. All right. So I think for tonight, I'm going to call it for tonight. Because I just have detailing left to do on these guys. So, we got the 2 dragons. What do you guys think? I still got to put a chest piece on this one, like I did on this one. I haven't decided exactly what I want to do with it yet. But that's the 2 dragons. Julie said, oh, no worries. Let's call it a night at your end. Yeah. Let's call it a day at your end. Like, Luke says they look scary. But I'm excited to get the details done on these guys. It's going to be really cool. Julie says the 2 dragons are magnificent. Sorry, I keep going back and forth with your name. I remembered you talking to Luke about it the other night, and it's Julie then, right? I'm so used to calling you Zuli, though, so I'm mixing that up. So, I'm going to go to the face cam. And, well, no, actually, I can keep this cam. I'm going to look and see what... Julie said the pink and green goes well. I think so. I think that it turned out really good. And your color palette as well, for sure. I'm going to go look in the Discord and see which dice bag won the thing here. And it looks like red is who won. With 6 votes, red won the poll. So, let's pull the red bag here. 1 second. I like to keep the stream up so I can earn my points I need. So we got the red bag here. The red sparkly bag. And there is a mini in here. Julie says, yes! Oh, hang on. And Julie or Zuli, any is fine. I love both pronouns. Okay. Sounds unique. It does. And yes, finally red won. That must have been the one that you voted for. So let's see what is in the bag. It is, oh no, Goblin Archers. So it is goblins, yay! It is these are the Goblin Archers. I think these ones have the little bomb, and then the other ones have boomerangs, I think, right? The other goblin archers. So we got us some goblin archers. That's going to be in our next... if I don't get the detailing done on these guys before next Sunday, then that will be what I do is the detailing on these. And if I get that done before next Sunday, then the goblin archers is going to be who is what I do next. Zuli said goblin archers, never expected that, but they look goofy. Yes, they actually look a lot. I think that it's just this green. They look a lot cooler once they're I've painted these ones before, and so I think that they look a lot better once they're painted. It's just they look a little goofy right now, but they look pretty cool once they're painted. So that's what we got. We got goblin archers. That's going to be the next thing. And then we're down to the last 2 bags. I'm sorry if Gohan is here. I'm sorry that your pink bag did not win. Gohan has been voting for the pink bag for since it started. It hasn't won yet. So we're down to pink and blue. It will be revealed. Maybe pink will be last, and it'll be like we saved the best for last kind of thing. Zuli says yes. Savannah will do her magic. Yes, I will do my magic on these guys for sure. I think that these guys, these dragons look really, really cool. I like the color palette, and the gray on the arms and hands was a good, like the fog color was a good choice. I think that looks really good. Zuli said, no worries, Gohan. I will vote pink the next time. Okay. Okay, I can tell you that in these 2, there is definitely a mini in the pink bag, but there's not one in the blue bag, which means whatever's in the blue bag is going to be big because it couldn't fit in this dice bag. But I know that there is a mini in the pink bag because I can feel that there's a mini in there. Gohan says it'll never be pink. Pink will be the last one and still lose somehow. No, it's gonna get picked, I promise. Oh, poor Gohan. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm going to call it for the night. It is 2:30 and about 2.5 hour stream. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Again, if you're new here and you haven't followed us or subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It helps out our channel, and we're growing a little more every day, and it's been a lot of fun, and we have fun here. We hang out, we have fun. Zuli says it will definitely get picked, and Luke says I'm the one who added them to the bags, and it's still a surprise to me every time. The memory is so bad. Julie says, alrighty, have a wonderful night at your end. Yes, and you have a wonderful rest of your day as well at your end. And we will see you guys tomorrow night for the creative stream, and then Friday night will be the conclusion of the, I don't remember what it's called, Confronting the Witch Lord or whatever that's called, but it's the conclusion of book 3, I think, right? Book 3, Luke? I'm pretty sure. But Zuli says, yes, creative stream, yes. We're going to try to make sure that our kids are up early enough in the morning that they will go to sleep tomorrow night. It just depends on when we can get up. So hopefully that will not be an issue tomorrow night like it has been the last couple of nights. And I can get down here, finish the details on these guys. I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to post pictures. I think they're going to look really cool on the board, like with the pictures, the way that I've been doing the pictures, standing the minis on the board. I think they're going to look really cool in there. But yes, okay, so we will see you guys tomorrow for our creative stream, and thank you once again for hanging out with me, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Bye.